All right, hello everybody. Welcome. This is Doyle Buehler, and I am the founder of the League of Extraordinary Entrepreneurs and Founders online. And today we're getting into the challenge big time. So we're talking about day number 1, and I've got 3 things that I want to go through. I want to give you a quick overview of all of the content and what kind of the structure looks like as we go through it over the next 5 days. And then I want to dive into exactly what needs to happen today, and kind of some of the goals that we'd like to get to, and some of the things that we'd like to achieve as well for day number 1, which we're going to be starting right away. So today is really just an overview, but it's also an understanding of where we are and where we want to be able to go. And I call that the call to action, and that's obviously an online term, but I think it really applies to everybody out there. We need to have sort of that one thing, that one objective, that one piece of the puzzle that we want to be able to do. And typically it's an action, and it comes down to what do we want to move our customer to do, and how do we want to move them to be able to do that as well. So it's a matter of deciding, okay, how do we actually put these pieces in place, and what is it that we can actually do to be able to convey that. And honestly, it comes down to fundamentally, starting with the end in mind. We've all heard that expression before. If we understand where it is that we're going, then we're more than likely to be able to get there as well. And that's going to be key here, is that we can actually do that. We can define where it is that we want to take our audience, where is it that we want to take our customer, and what is it actually that we're trying to achieve there, and how are we going to actually be able to do that. So I want to show you sort of, I've got a couple of tools here. One's called a Google Jamboard, and that is basically, it's like a sticky notes type app that allows you to kind of reflect and add certain comments or that sort of thing to these sticky notes. And then I've got another document as well that I'm going to share coming up in here as well. And I'm going live right into the group and also to the event, but I'm just trying to see, I thought I was able to. Normally I use an aggregator, I think it's called a Restream, where you're actually able to stream from a separate app. And sometimes it's actually a lot easier, but I thought I would try this one specifically. I'm going live directly from the Facebook Live dashboard, and I wanted to be able to share the screen, and for some reason I can't find that. I don't know where that is. So it allows you to set it up before. Maybe you have to set that up before. I know for sure it was a suggestion there previously, but that's okay. I'll just keep winging it, because what I wanted to do was to be able to show you exactly what it is that's going to happen. So there's actually 3 parts of the challenge as well, 3 sort of live video type sessions that I'm going to be having here. So the first one in the morning, it's at 10 a.m. Perth time, and that's just an overview, and that's the specific content. So that's like what we're doing right now, where I'm going to be going into very specific things and that sort of thing. The second one is at 4 p.m., approximately 4 p.m. Perth time, and that's going to be like a Facebook Messenger group chat room kind of thing, where I'll come together, come in, join in the group and that sort of thing. You can be audio only, or you can be video as well, and just kind of answer any questions, go over some more deeper content and that sort of thing. So it's meant to kind of just connect better with the people that are part of this challenge as well. So really excited to be able to do that. And then also at the end of the day at 10 p.m. Perth time, I'm going to be doing just a general overview of the day and that sort of thing. So if you're not able to catch all of these, that's fine. Just kind of look in, what's going to be happening, what the content is specifically for that day as well. And I'm going to have that to you also. So without further ado, I just want to double check that if I can actually go share my screen here. I can do posts in this platform. I can do polls, but I'm just wondering, how can I do a share screen? Doesn't look like I can do that, but that's okay. We'll get on with this. I can actually do it indirectly, but it'll take too far long to set up. So what I've done is I've set up the Jamboard, and what it allows you to do, it's a Google tool, and I'll post the link in the comments. Basically, it's looking at what is really important here to the business, and how are the different pieces affecting you. So it's just basically a sticky note kind of board, a collaboration type board. You can take a copy. You can add in your own details as well onto this Jamboard, and that really kind of allows you to be able to put your own topics in there, or you can just make a copy and do your own as well. If you keep it on the main one, then obviously everybody else can see it. So just so that you're aware, but I'd love to have your answers on this Jamboard as well. Whatever you do, just don't delete those items if you do decide to add to it as well. But some of the questions that we want to answer is, what is your biggest, largest goal or outcome? What do you want to achieve? Where are you headed, and how will you know when you get there? What is your biggest obstacle? What is the most important thing that I want to accomplish? What do you want to overcome? What are your biggest frustrations? So those are grouped together, and there's actually two parts here. Those are grouped together. And what do I want to achieve for my business? The problem. And then what do I want to make happen for my audience? And that's the promise. So there's two parts of that, being able to develop your call to action, your big call to action, as I call it. In terms of the promise, so what is the ultimate outcome or call to action that you want to convey to your audience, your customers? What's your dream space? Where am I taking my audience, my customer? And what will my audience receive or achieve or overcome during this as well? So there's two parts to that Jamboard. And again, I'll post the link just as quickly as I can so that you can see that. And that kind of puts it into place. And then what the second sheet is basically, I'll post all the links here. But this is fundamentally your roadmap, and this is what we're going to be developing. So what do we want to do? We want to be able to get to this outcome. And this is what we want to be able to demonstrate to our audience. That what is that ultimate call to action? And how do we achieve that, and how do we help them achieve that? So we're going to be pushing towards that, and it's a blank PDF worksheet that you can download that allows you to be able to fill that in. Start with the end in mind, right? What is that ultimate goal? How are we going to get there? Even driving around to a new city or a different place in the country or whatever the case may be, where you're going typically. I mean, sometimes we do go on these spontaneous trips or whatever. But fundamentally, you know where you're going to go and where you're going to travel to. You don't just hop on an airplane and go, yeah, I'll go over here. Although that would certainly be fun. Most of us decide when we're going to do something. We decide on the destination first. So that's what we call our call to action. And that's what's fundamentally important is, how do we actually get there? Where is it that we're headed? And I think in business, a lot of times we kind of miss that. We just go, well, let's start a business. Oh, let's find some customers. Oh, let's, build a website. Oh, let's, ship some product and that sort of thing, which is cool. And it's part of, the discussion around it and the development of it. But fundamentally, we need to be able to see, where is it that we're going, and what journey are we taking ourselves and our customer, our audience on as well. So that's really important. So that's the Jamboard, the Google Jamboard. So again, there's a bunch of sticky notes on there. If you want to fill it out, please do so. That would be cool. And then we can get some additional ideas going. And it gives you a discussion point to go back to, because we are going to be kind of going back to this piece as well, so that you can see it. And it's going to be an integral part of the whole roadmap process that we're developing, which is this, that we want to be able to put in place also. So without that, guess what? We don't have a roadmap. So that's what we want to do here. We want to start with the end in mind. We want to develop that roadmap. We want to get that going also. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. I'm going to post the resources, and one of them is what I call an FYI page. That basically is going to collect all the PDFs and all the presentations and all of the documents as well as we go. So I'm going to post that. It's an FYI link, and it'll have all these pieces as kind of cards that you can just kind of pull them down and download them and that sort of thing. So make sure that you go through the Business GPS Challenge Day 1, which is your big call to action. And that's what's going to be able to kind of formulate the activities for today. Again, it doesn't need to be complex. I know we all kind of have our businesses to run, our lives to live, and that sort of thing. So it's not meant to be overbearing. It's meant to be, let's get this done quickly. Let's understand what it is that's really important and go from there. So that's what I'd love for you to do today. If you do have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll be checking in and out throughout the day as well. Make sense? Happy to have you here. And let's get started. So just to recap, The business challenge day one, we want you to go through your big call to action, the Jamboard, and fill in, answer the questions, and you can do it on your own time. You can do it whenever, even just in a chat or a note or whatever the case may be, a note to yourself, and then that's going to set the stage for being able to build your roadmap over the next couple of days as well. So that's step number one. Grab the documents, grab the resources, ask your questions, and I will see you guys later today in the chat room as well. So thanks everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you soon.